Now then, let's tell you about a 13-year-old girl from Somerset whose organs were donated after her death, and the news that she has saved or transformed the lives of 8 patients. That's a record for a single donor in the UK. Jemima Lazell from Somerset died 5 years ago. She donated her heart, pancreas, kidneys, small bowel and liver, and she also donated her lungs. And I've been talking to the young man who received those lungs, speaking from our Stoke studio. 19-year-old Ewan Smith told me how Jemima's donation had given him a second chance of life.
I wasn't healthy when I had my transplant. I'm reasonably certain I probably would have died without me transplant. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her.
And when was the transplant, and how have you been since then?
The transplant took place in March of 2012, and since my transplant, my life has been changed so massively. It's really difficult, I think, to explain just how much it has changed to someone who hasn't been through what I've been through. Before my transplant, I struggled to breathe. I struggled to take part in most common physical sports and playground activities and such. But after my transplant, I could do all those things and more, just so much better.
And it is extraordinary that Jemima was able to help so many people. I mean, what did you know about her when you received her lungs? Were you given any details about her, who the donor was?
I wasn't told that much. I'm pretty sure that's standard for all transplant recipients. I knew she was a girl. I believe I was told her age as well. I didn't have a physical description of her. But that was really all that I was told.
And very modestly, you haven't told us yet that you are a very keen swimmer. You've competed in the British Transplant Games in the 50-metre backstroke and butterfly.
Actually, it was the 50-metre backstroke and the 50-metre breaststroke, which I got a bronze in the breaststroke and a gold in the backstroke. But yes, I've always been a pretty good swimmer. It's just with my transplant I've been able to realise and actualise my potential as a swimmer in the transplant games every year.
And that is incredible, isn't it? I mean, how do you feel when you're swimming? Do you obviously feel strong? You feel good?
Yeah, I feel really good when I swim. It's very liberating. I mean, I've always sort of had a fondness for water and swimming, but now that I've been transplanted, I can enjoy it much more than just as a sport activity to keep me healthy.
Extraordinary story, really. Ewan Smith there, who received the lungs from Jemima there, that 13-year-old girl from Somerset who died 5 years ago and whose organs helped save the lives or transform the lives of 8 different patients, and Ewan Smith, one of them.